To Brooklyn, where heat and electricity have returned to the Metropolitan Detention Center, but anger there still remains this morning. Inmates were left in the freezing cold when the electricity went out during last week's cold snap. News 4's Tracy Strahan is outside the center in Sunset Park with more. Tracy.
Well, we want to start with an update because activists who are actually still out here outside of the NBC tell us that even though visitation starts an hour away from now, well, lawyers are being denied entrance into the facility. It's a facility that at this point is armed with a lot of armed guards, a very heavy security presence here. It's the result of an influx of activity at the detention center and the power of people that it took to restore power to inmates.
We hear you up there, we hear you up there.
That banging has become the sound of support between inmates banging on cell windows at the Metropolitan Detention Center and supporters like Stacey Bennett, still concerned about harsh conditions his son and thousands of others endured over the past week inside.
You know, nobody should go through this. Nobody should have to suffer and go through what they're going through right now. 7 days, no lights, 7 days, no heat. That's ludicrous.
There was a jubilant celebration when lights finally flickered on in the facility just before 6:30 last night. But it came exactly 1 week of a near lockdown at the facility when fire cut out power. Inmates posted their own videos of themselves in the dark, struggling to bundle up without heat at the height of the polar vortex. With visitation suspended, family, friends, and activists gathered by the day with the sounds of banging the only way that they could get any information.
And when we were communicating with them, they were answering our questions via knocking on the window. It helped those who were out here see that what we were talking about was factual, right? That what administration was telling us wasn't facts.
Witnesses say some demonstrators were pepper sprayed in this chaotic fray Sunday afternoon. This after a distraught mother tried to get to her son inside. With signs from the fight still lining the sidewalk outside the prison, the Justice Department says they'll work with the Bureau of Prisons to examine what happened. This as the Bureau is being criticized for what some feel is radio silence on informing anyone of the problem and keeping the line of communications open and clear while correcting it. Now you can still hear some of that banging outside the MDC right now with the clanging of supporters. The visitation is supposed to begin at noon today, but the lack of visitation by defense attorneys is now the subject of a lawsuit that was filed in U.S. District Court. We're live in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Tracy Strahan, News 4 New York.